Hello guys, welcome to the new episode of Pandu against José for the Argentinian top 1, and today we are gonna cover game 6 of the set. So today we have a very interesting set, and before I say everything, I would say let's check it out. But again, I want to thank you again, Vinilos Games, for the footage, and right down in the description I will leave the link for his channel. Be sure to subscribe to this guy, which is very cool. Okay, so let's start out immediately with the match, and we have still the same characters as game 6, and if you didn't watch the first matches, we are talking about the current Argentinian champion, which is Pandu, that is right now in disadvantage for the first time in the entire set against José. So things are getting interesting already. So let's go. And we have again same characters, cell versus cell. We have some spacing, some poking, and here we have some peculiar sequences played by Pandu. But still, right now, we are back into the first match's pace of the fight, which is very slow fighting, very safe poking. José right now he stole the first life bar and got already in advantage, and he wants to save his life bar. He successfully does that, change into target rush, and right now Pandu is in a big trouble. He's risking for his second life bar, and he will probably get another life bar. Wow, that was weird. I don't know what happened. Transmission got cut off, but I guess the life bar went away. Wow, that was rare. So we have Madden against Kid Buu. Kid Buu lost a life bar too, but never mind. He gets the life bar from Madden. Go on. So what to say about this fight? As you are watching, José is giving really hard pressure with his Kid Buu. But by the way, he's suffering those ascending key blasts and dash key blasts. So key blasts are his only troubles because he has a very solid game plan based on playing around his Kid Buu cooldowns and planning to get the biggest damage possible when he's able to bring Kid Buu into the battlefield. Right now we have the Beast against C17. C17 has a very bad matchup against Broly, if not for the power balls, of course. Perfect punish for José. Pandu counterattacks with the after image, but is not enough. Now his cell is red bar. Another double L1. You see, Pandu is getting already very desperate in the first phase of this entire FT. And he's running for a lot of aggression, but then various double L1s. This can teach you mid player and newcomers to not abuse the double L1 because it's a double-edged sword. I don't know how to say that in English, but that means that it may seem a very good move because it is very cheap and gets you out in very uncomfortable situations, but repeating that just accelerates your death. You shouldn't go for aggression when you do double L1. Instead, go for repositioning and everything will be fine. Pandu instead went for a lot of double L1s and got a big damage on his characters. So right now Pandu is playing around Broly. I don't like this since Broly is I don't want to say easily counterable, but José is giving him very big troubles. In the meantime, Pandu didn't find still a plan to fight José's Kid Buu, which is the best character. Here's the point about the team battle. You see that a lot of players try to create opportunities and create ideas to play around their best character out of the 3 or 4 or 5 characters. It depends how big is your team. In competitive, we used to play 3 versus 3, so you take 3 characters. One is your best character, supposedly, and the other 2 will have to work around to create opportunities for your best character to come in and get the biggest damage possible. Here we have a very weird strategy from Pandu. Flying kicks in front of the opponent, then goes for the weak -1, and it cost very much, as you can see. He lost Madame Guan. This is another thing, you have to learn how to properly punish your opponent. Don't leave anything free. If you're able to make your opponent whiff some attacks, be sure to punish him. Here Pandu had the opportunity, he got it wrong, and Jose punished him because, yeah, that's what you have to do in order to create pressure to your opponent. Punish his mistakes and say to him, hey, you cannot do that against me. So, what can we see? Pandu is already a character down in comparison to Jose, and Jose has not that much life bars with his secondary characters, but his Kid Buu is still very strong. Pandu, in the meanwhile, is a full bar Broly but red bar Cell. Cell used to be his best character as far as I know, so that's really weird. Knowing also that Jose is very well prepared against Broly makes me think that Pandu completely messed up his principal game plan, which was playing around Broly, and that's not very convenient if you're very well prepared against Broly, because Broly, yeah, is very strong but has a lot of flaws, as we already said. So the second character got out, and not having the character switch is a big problem, even if you have a full life character, because you have no time to rest. Your opponent has not to care anymore about your life bars, but just do the biggest damage possible, because yeah, you have no chances or you have no ways to recover any of your HP left. And Kid Buu excels in this, since he's a very aggressive character if played properly, and as far as I know, Jose is the best Kid Buu in the world right now. He's considered one of the best players and the best Kid Buu player right now. And as you can see, Broly is in a big trouble right now. Jose is playing his best character, and yeah, Kid Buu against Broly is a tough matchup for Broly, but I still think Broly, just by being Broly, has an advantage. And now we have 3 red bar characters, which is he commits to a double L1 to not be forced on the ground by the power balls. Very risky. I wouldn't have gone for that, and as you can see right now, Pandu has very big troubles. Still not able to perfectly punish the Android barriers, which are representing a big flaw, and here we have a wonderful execution for -1 power balls dodging, but still it's very hard. Strategically, Jose played here perfectly, even if he lost a character, because he has put the weakest character against Broly as first, and got solid chunks of his life bars away. After that, he went for his second character, which is Cell, which I don't know if you are aware of it, but he can't fight against Broly because his first 2 or 3 punches are affected by Broly's armor, and then he planned to go for Kid Buu. So he's not using his best weapon in the first phases of the match, but instead is playing gradually. I first poke you with a weak poke C17, then I strengthen my poke, which is Cell, and then I go all in with Kid Buu. And the effect is that if you're able to get solid chunks of life with your weakest pokes, then you're gonna be likely have a huge advantage when you try to change and go out with the strongest pokes. And here Jose played it perfectly, strategically speaking. So we're gonna focus on this latest aspect by watching from here, I guess. You see, right now we have this situation where Pandu has only Broly as a character left, and Jose has 3 characters. He has a red bar Cell, a red bar C17, and yellow bar Kid Buu. In terms of life bar, they are completely equal. I think Broly has some slight HP advantage, I would say, but it doesn't matter, since not having the characters, which is a very big disadvantage, so we can say Jose is in a slight advantage. So let's see how Jose plays it. Here Kid Buu risks so much. Even a single mistake would cost his life bar, most likely, but he has the character switch ready. It means that if you're able to double L1 into change, you would save your life bar no matter what. Here, he got 2 life bars with Kid Buu, which is a solid advantage. So, right now, Jose has to decide what to do. Pandu is playing defensively, is creating distances, is creating space, so you have to find an idea in order to penetrate that defense. So, what Jose will do is to harass a bit the opponent and try to get another life bar against him. And here we can see the double L1 technique I was talking before. He waited for the best opportunity to do the double L1, save his life bar and change. And before that, he completely tried in every instant of his fighting moment to get the biggest part of Broly's life bar. He got 2 life bars, almost 3. Then when he had the opportunity, immediate double L1 into change, and right now he has to go with solid and waiting poking. He got a life bar advantage, so right now he has to be very calm and very patient in order to find opportunities. And he gets the weakest character against Broly, C17. I'm not talking about the weakest character in the game against Broly. I'm talking about this 3 characters team weakest character against Broly, of course. So right now we have C17 against Broly, and as you can see right now, even if you block C17 power balls, you would lose your life bar, and this is another big advantage. Many of you would say, Paige, you were talking about the fact that when you're only one character left, you wouldn't care about life bars, you would care about doing the biggest damage possible. Yeah, that's right, but you have to remember that the life bar also affects the recovery speed. You have to press your recovery buttons even more time for each lost life bar in order to be able to recover by ground stuns, Dragon Dash stuns, and whatever. So right now, Jose played a very clean movement, and I think this is the moment where Pandu completely lost even his very last opportunity to win this game, when he committed to the double L1 in order to not be pressured on the floor after being hit by the power balls, and he lost 2 life bars because of a weak poke that worked out actually. And right now everything would work, but Jose was still sticking to the original plan, which is just play with your weakest poke right now. And as you can see, he's only playing pressure. Yeah, he doesn't care even about playing double L1. He's just waiting and committing to Android barriers. And this choice could be determined by the fact that Jose maybe noticed that Pandu is having some troubles into recovering the Android barriers. Who knows? And right now we have the double L1 into power balls, a very snap double vanish for Pandu. He maybe expected this. I remind you, they are very familiar with each other, they played a lot of matches each other, and maybe expected this and it was ready for this very hard dodge to perform. And by the way, the thing would change, because one single blast 2 will kill Broly, and he has Cell, which is very strong in that aspect. Maybe C17 was stronger in terms of blast 2 zoning, but Cell has a better key blast poking against Broly. His mid charge key blast is more than enough to stun him. His death beams cover a lot of space, and Broly basically can't approach you without risking. So as you can see, Jose is not committing to some aggression because he doesn't need to. He's just waiting for Pandu to make a mistake. He's provoking him with Charger Key Blast, and once he hits, he lands the finishing blow. So right now, Jose is up 4 matches against Pandu 2 matches. So he is 4-2. Jose is winning, and this is a very uncomfortable situation when you're the guy who's losing, and everyone would say you were the guy winning. When you have all the odds to win the match and you are in a disadvantage, you feel even more pressure, because you say, oh damn, something is going wrong, I didn't expect this. The key for the success is to always be prepared for anything which is coming. And right now Pandu has to invent something. He will maybe change his team composition. Here in this moment, if I was Pandu, even if I don't have even the half of the experience he has in the competitive scenery, I would probably change Broly or Madan, one of the two characters, and try something more aggressive and more solid, since Broly seems like is not even a problem for Jose. So yeah, that was the 6th match. Uh, be sure to leave a like and a comment if you want, and thank you guys. I see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.